Hi, I'm Steve Younis. Welcome to the Superman homepage Speeding Bulletin, your Superman news report recapping the events of the week April 17th to April 23rd, 2015. Our top news stories this week included Zack Snyder releases the teaser trailer for Batman v Superman online, and then shows a couple of extra seconds of footage at the special IMAX screening on Monday. And DC Comics announces a new DC Superhero Girls initiative. Let's check out these stories and more in this week's Speeding Bulletin. In movie news, on Friday, April 17th, Zack Snyder tweeted the official video of the Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice teaser trailer with the hashtags not blurry and not pirated, combating the illegal pirated leak of the teaser that landed online late on Thursday. I'm sure you've seen it many times already, but let's check it out one more time.
Is it really surprising that the most powerful man in the world should be a figure of controversy?
We, as a population on this planet, have been looking for a savior.
We're talking about a being whose very existence
They are not telling us the truth.
challenges our own sense of priority in the universe.
Human beings have a horrible track record of following people of great power.
Power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Chaos.
Maybe he's just a guy trying to do the right
We
thing.
know better now, don't we? The devils don't come from hell beneath us.
They brought their warrior.
No, they come from the sky.
The world has been so caught up with what he can do that no one has asked what he should do.
That's how it starts. The fever, the rage, the feeling of powerlessness that turns good men cruel. Tell me, do you bleed? You will.
The director also shared another tweet telling fans lucky enough to get free tickets to the special IMAX screening event that took place on Monday that they would be the first and only ones to see extra footage as well as scoring some swag. Ahead of the IMAX trailer event, Zack also tweeted two poster images. One poster shows Batman's face with the Superman S-shield over his eyes, while the other shows Superman's face with Batman's symbol covering his face. Fans who attended the IMAX screening were given these posters as part of their free swag. Fans were also given a pass that grants them free tickets to see Batman v Superman a week before its release next year. Check out the full report of the IMAX screening submitted by Cayman Stoll on our website now. DC All Access attended one of the IMAX screenings on Monday night and filed a video report showing fans' reactions to the teaser trailer.
Come on now.
How Superman had more screen time than Batman.
Ben Affleck in the Batman suit.
Superman, it's kind of cool the way they have him in the air.
Seeing Ben Affleck as Bruce Wayne.
It was crazy, man. That new suit, the night vision when it was raining too, man. It was pretty amazing. Blew my mind.
When Henry Cavill came out as Superman, oh my gosh, yes. Oh, he's like the perfect Superman.
A few days after the Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice trailer was officially posted online, I sat down and wrote my own thoughts on the trailer, analysing it scene by scene. You can check that out at the website now, dated April 20th. The Bleacher Report posted an inside look at the costumes and Batmobile for Batman v Superman with NBA Los Angeles Clippers center DeAndre Jordan, who visited the Warner Brothers Batman exhibit on the studio lot.
Wow, this is crazy.
This version of Batman that you see
Batman has a physically bigger frame than Superman. It's got steel knuckles, he's got steel-toed boots, so this is much more of the grappling Batman.
The next day, Bleacher Report provided comicbook.com with some B-roll footage of the costumes, which provides a much more detailed look at both the Superman and Wonder Woman costumes. Warner Brothers has announced that later this summer in the USA, fans will be able to check out the Batman v Superman, Superman, Batman and Wonder Woman costumes in person, while also getting up close to the new Batmobile when they go on display at the Warner Brothers Studio VIP Tour. Book now at wbstudiotour.com. Henry Cavill and his Man from U.N.C.L.E. co-star Armie Hammer were interviewed at this week's CinemaCon 2015 in LA, and MTV asked Henry about Batman v Superman, whether he's seen any footage beyond the teaser trailer, and whether or not Batman v Superman is a Superman sequel.
I mean, I wouldn't call this a Superman sequel. This is Batman vs Superman, so it's a separate entity altogether. It's introducing the Batman character and expanding upon the universe, which was kicked off by Man of Steel. So, yeah, watch this space, see how it turns out. Again, everything could change in the editing room, but as it stands, it's definitely an introduction of the character and ultimately the introduction of Justice League.
They might cut out.
And what's Henry's answer to the question, who would win in a fight between Superman and Batman?
You're really asking me my opinion on that?
I have to.
There's no clear answer to that, obviously, as the comic books have explored repeatedly. It depends on what frame of mind Superman's in, really.
There's like a resounding theory on the regular that Superman would just destroy Batman in like 1 second, which, if you've ever read a comic, you know that's not true. So, I mean, how do you answer to that kind of retort that like Superman could just do it in 1 second?
Well, if Superman was Superman, which he is, he wouldn't. And therein lies your answer.
Very good.
Yeah.
Boom.
Avengers Age of Ultron director Joss Whedon is extremely excited about Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice, telling Yahoo TV that he found the teaser trailer interesting.
Inevitable. People with power, even who are good, do not always agree. It makes perfect sense to me that they would fight. And besides, Batman and Superman are going to fight. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Meanwhile, Avengers Age of Ultron stars Captain America and Hawkeye actors Chris Evans and Jeremy Renner hadn't seen the Batman v Superman teaser trailer, yet did have plenty to say about how powerful Superman is.
How does anybody fight Superman?
I know, that's what I don't get.
How does that work?
I don't know. What are you going to do with the Bat Belt?
How does that work?
You know what I mean?
Superman would just bulldoze.
What are the lasers in his eyes?
I mean, like,
fly around. I mean, honestly, what do you got?
What do you have? I mean, what do any of us have?
I know, right?
I feel like he would bulldoze our whole squad. I mean, they really wrote him unfairly.
Exactly.
That's not fair.
Yeah.
He's got too much.
The How It Should Have Ended crew have created a new Super Cafe animated video with Superman and Batman discussing the Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice teaser trailer.
I hate you so much right now. The Star Wars trailer is better, dude. We are gonna fight. I'm so gonna fight you. Why? Because you're Batman? Because I'm better than you. Dude, I will hug you to your grave. No, you won't. Yes, I will. We are friends. No, we aren't. You're too dangerous. You've got to be stopped. Stop me from saving people? Okay, detective. That makes perfect sense. We're done here. From here on out, it's on. It's on? Oh, it's on. Because you're Batman? Yes. Because I'm Batman.
Check it out in full at our website now. John Schnepp, the filmmaker behind the documentary The Death of Superman Lives What Happened, which delves into the story behind why the Superman film of the late 1990s was never made, has released the final trailer for the documentary online. There will be a limited theatrical release of the documentary on May 1st, with an international release on July 9th for streaming, DVD, Blu-ray and VOD. In TV news, composer Blake Neely tweeted on Wednesday that they've just finished recording the score to the Supergirl pilot episode. His tweet said he's excited for us all to hear it. He wrote, "Phenomenal orchestra and fun day. Here we go." The Supergirl TV series is expected to debut on CBS this September. In comic book news, DC Comics released their July 2015 solicitations this week, and we highlighted for you all the Superman-related comics and products listed. Of special note was Batman Superman number 22, in which the Superman epic you've never expected, Truth, continues. Can Superman accept the truth about his new partner? Featuring the all-new Batman. And Justice League Gods and Monsters Superman number 1, a one-shot prequel to the DC Universe movie Justice League Gods and Monsters. Check out the full list of July solicitations at our website now. Comic books we reviewed this week included Convergence #2, which was reviewed by Jeremiah Bohr, who said, right out of the gate, King does a great job of emotionally grounding the readers to the characters, and he rated this a 4 out of 5. Adam DeChannel reviewed Convergence Superboy #1, giving it a 5 out of 5 rating, saying, Convergence Superboy #1 captured the adventure, heart and fun that this book once had. Convergence Superman the Man of Steel #1 was reviewed by Michael J. Petty, who said, very well written and well done, and it was nice for me to see Steel in his 90s attire once again, and he rated this a 4 out of 5. James Lance reviewed Convergence Supergirl Matrix #1, giving it a 4 out of 5, saying he was greatly entertained by this issue. Convergence Suicide Squad #1 was also reviewed by Jeremiah Bohr, who said, this issue is a prime example of a writer's inability to meet the dueling demands of a single issue that is concluded in the next issue, and he rated this a 3 out of 5. Superman comics available this week from April 22nd include Convergence #3, which is available in a variant Tony S. Daniel cover, a Dave McKean variant cover, and an Aaron Kuder Superman sketch variant cover. Convergence Adventures of Superman #1, which is available in a variant cover. Convergence Justice League of America #1, which is also available in a variant cover. Convergence Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes #1, which is available in a variant cover. And Justice League 3000 Volume 2 The Camelot War trade paperback.
Superman jigsaw puzzles are both colourful and challenging, and a great way to spend a few hours, days or weeks. Get yourself this Aquarius DC Comics Superman 1000-piece puzzle for $15.99. Or for something different, what about this Superman 3D puzzle for just $12? These and other great Superman puzzles are available from your one-stop Superman shop, the Superman homepage online store at supermanhomepage.com/shop.
And in other news, beginning in September, DC Entertainment, Warner Bros. Animation, Warner Bros. Consumer Products and Mattel joined forces to launch DC Superhero Girls, an exciting new universe of superheroic storytelling that helps build character and confidence and empowers girls to discover their true potential. Featuring DC Comics' most powerful and diverse lineup of female characters as relatable teens, DC Superhero Girls will play out across multiple entertainment content platforms and product categories to create an immersive world. Developed for girls aged 6 to 12, DC Superhero Girls centers on the female superheroes and supervillains of the DC Comics universe during their formative years, prior to discovering their full superpower potential. On April 18th, Warner Bros. Consumer Products and DC Entertainment hosted fans around the world to set a Guinness World Record for the largest gathering of people dressed as DC Comics superheroes. In a 24-hour period, thousands of fans gathered around the globe to participate in the DC Comics Superhero World Record event by donning their favourite costumes. The event kicked off on April 18th in Queensland, Australia, and came to a commemorative close in LA. Within the same 24-hour period, additional events took place around the world in the Philippines, Taiwan, Spain, Italy, multiple locations in the UK, Brazil, France, Mexico, and even Plano, Illinois. The official Guinness World Record count will be available in the coming days. Sideshow Collectibles is now taking pre-orders for their Superman Justice League Trinity Premium Art Print. This 18 by 24 inch hand-numbered limited edition art print includes penciled artist signatures and an embossed seal of authenticity. Expected to ship in May or June of this year, the Superman Justice League Trinity Premium Art Print is available to pre-order now from $239.99. We're less than 2 months away from the 37th annual Superman celebration in Metropolis, Illinois. Celebrating all things super, the schedule is filled with events for young and old. The full 2015 schedule of events will be posted in late May. Look for an announcement next week regarding who the major special guests will be this year. And that's all the news there was for the week April 17th to April 23rd. I'm Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. See ya.
Great Scott. Great Scott. Great Scott.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Great Scott. I'm Scotty V. Thanks for watching. So last week we were treated to a leaked trailer of the Batman v Superman tease that was supposed to be released only in IMAX, and then I guess it would be released the day after the version that they're gonna release. Now, there was some extra footage in the IMAX version. I got to see it. It's already been kind of released, not in footage form, but people have released descriptions, and I guess there's a cinematic of some kind that people have made up on their own, showing us what the extra footage was, and by my estimation, it was exactly 1 second. But I'm going to talk about the IMAX event later. What I wanted to talk about now is my actual reaction to the teaser trailer itself. We were all really excited about it. It was going to be released Monday, and they had to rush it out because someone leaked the footage on Thursday, which must have sucked for the IMAX event. That probably still got a turnout, but might have gotten a better one. And also, the teaser might have been more well-received had it been released officially, as it was criticized afterwards. But it would have been criticized anyway. That's what we as fans do, and critics out there do. This has been critiqued as being too dark, too dire. Snyder, once again, doesn't understand either of these heroes. Are there any heroes in this trailer? What's the deal? Are there any heroes in this movie? And I think that there are. The question is, where are they? What's the situation? Why are they in this situation? We open with a bunch of voices, Lex Luthor being among them, Neil deGrasse Tyson being one of them. Lex is awesome and is very subtle, but he says, someone says, maybe he's just here trying to do the right thing. And Lex's voice comes in and says, well, we know better than that, don't we? Demons come from above, not from below us. Referring, of course, to the fact that Superman can fly and that he is presenting himself as a savior, but he's probably not. And this is perfect for Lex. This is the Lex that I wanted. A manipulative Lex. The Lex that, I wouldn't say fears, but hates anything that's trying to take away from his prowess. And he puts that across as humanity's prowess, humanity's ability. Superman being here, superheroes being here make us weaker, take away from us what's great about us, and therefore take away from him what's great about him. This is perfect for Lex Luthor. We see a statue, it's defaced, we heard about this, looks great. Someone gave it to him at some point, so I keep hearing fans saying, clearly everyone in the world hates him, that's why Batman needs to come in. Everyone in the world doesn't hate him, he wouldn't have been given a statue. Everyone in the world doesn't hate him, people wouldn't be reaching out to him as he's there in the brightness. Everyone in the world doesn't hate him, or there wouldn't be cults kneeling to him, even though he clearly is uncomfortable with it. When you see him in that scene with all the people with the face paint reaching out to him and grabbing him and mobbing him, it's a scene from Peace on Earth, very, very similar. Read it, Superman Peace on Earth. He goes to help some people in another country, a third world country, and because they love him so much, they kind of mob him, and he can't do anything, he can't use his powers, he might hurt somebody, so he's got to just take it. And you can see by the look on Superman's face in this scene in the trailer that he's very uncomfortable. This isn't what he's looking for. He wants to help. He does it because he feels compelled to do it. He helps people. But adoration, fanaticism, hatred, love, worship is not what he's looking for. It happens and it makes sense. And I see it in the sense that if this happened in real life, these kinds of factions would probably come about. When I watch the trailer, I see a hero who is beset upon by these different factions, 4 of them, people who hate him, people who love him, people who worship him, and people who just fear him. Now, some of the people who hate him also fear him, and some of the people who adore him probably also fear him, just like Batman, who eventually, the way we know it, comes to be his friend, comes to trust him as his greatest ally, but still fears him somewhat, just like all the other supers, because he comes up with these plans, and he comes up with these ideas of how he could, or others could, defeat them if they one day did go rogue. Now, this is great. We might need a Batman to do that. But in this teaser, it seemed to me, maybe from my skewed view of being a Superman fan, but I don't think so, that Superman is the protagonist, whereas Batman is the antagonist. Now, why do I say that? Because Superman is portrayed in the light of being very uncomfortable with being worshipped, yet he's still stopping missiles. There's explosions going on behind him, but he looks very colorful and very heroic, and he's doing something great, and people are reaching out to him, and he's got the sun behind him, and he's in the bright blue sky, and Batman is portrayed as he should be, in darkness, and rain, and great clouds, and gray skies, and he's talking about bleeding, and he's talking about hurting people, and he's gunning down people in the street. Now, granted, we don't know the context of this. People have said, we don't even know if he's in the Bat plane or the Bat wing, but it's clearly the Bat wing. It's very much similar to the Batmobile they show. And he's gunning down with machine gun fire people who are shooting at him. So they're bad guys. They're enemy combatants. I've talked about this before in a real world where you're just going to put on a bat suit and go around fighting people with machine guns. You may have to be lethal yourself. But generally, Batman, Superman, other heroes aren't known to be killers, although in, again, a real world situation, we might have to do that sometimes, like with the Zod situation. Superman had no choice. But in this teaser, we see Superman in great light. We see him being reached to for help. We see him being worshipped. We do see that one scene where some guys kneel down to him and they are wearing S symbols on their arms. My belief on that is that it's a faction that is worshiping him, that maybe has done some things that are questionable in his name, or maybe he's just going to them because he wants to tell them to stop, or that he wants to explain to them he's not here to be worshipped, he's not a god, he's one of us, he's our friend, and he doesn't need to be worshipped. But that's my take on it. I think he's going underground there because he knows that's where they are, and he wants to explain to them that they don't need to do that, or that he doesn't want them to do that, because he's not actually a god, and he's just here to help, and he wants to be one of us, and he wants to be an ally. Now, I would think that the army, the politic, everybody would come out and say, this guy helped us, here's what happened, here's the sequence of events. Then you would have Lois, you would have Perry, you would have that other girl who said, he saved us. You would have lots of people who he did save, but the people in power, the people in the Daily Planet, the people who could put out these stories, the people in the media, the people who were a part of it, and the army who said, he's one of us, he's allied with us, he's helping us, and knows how it went down, would have released all this information. Yet you would still have people that fear him. But it can't be everybody. It's not everybody. You can hear in the trailer, the teaser, that people are saying they love it. But the overriding theory, and I think we're seeing this from Batman's point of view, go home, go home, go home. We don't trust you. Get off of here. It's our planet. I don't think he's necessarily saying that, but I think the idea is something happened that really irked Batman, and he doesn't trust Superman, and now they're going to fight. To be continued next time. Until then, remember, always tune in. Same Super Bat time, same Super Bat channel.